There's nobody in New York who likes Trump. And still, 66% said the justice system is politicized.
Let's continue with Andrew Cuomo, because he not only was hitting the Democrats on the sanctuary cities, but then here he started going after Joe Biden himself, which, again, whether you think Andrew Cuomo should be dealt back in or not, or anything else, it's like it's interesting to see someone who considers himself a Democrat still realize that, holy shit, it's my party, it's my people who have ruined basically everything.
The trials in New York, you had Florida, Georgia, and 2 in New York. The 2 trials in New York, New Yorkers said, 66% said the justice system is politicized. And there's nobody in New York who likes Trump. And still, 66% said the justice system is politicized. That's why I think he's not paying the same price for these verdicts, because they believe it is political. And you want to talk about a threat to democracy. When you have this country believing you're playing politics with the justice system and you're trying to put people in jail or convict them for political reasons, then we have a real problem.
Well, and I saw 2 stories in the paper today about the election. One is that Biden is slightly pulled ahead, although not in the states where it's going to matter, but nationally, which was news to me. And then the second one was fundraising. The trial in New York, the one he got convicted for, was the greatest fundraising bonanza ever. He was lagging behind Biden, and now he's pulled quite a bit ahead. That trial was the greatest reason people had to send their checks for $5, $10, $25, whatever dollars to Donald Trump. So, I mean, look, it's a Hobson's choice always with him, because he's always guilty. It's not like he's not guilty of any of these crimes, but the repercussions might be worse. I mean, this is something politicians always had to face. Remember when Obama came to office, they were like, how can you not put those people in jail, those Wall Street people? And Obama was like, yeah, that would feel good, and it is the right thing to do, but it's also more the wrong thing to do, because it'll tank the whole economy. Those are the kind of tough decisions that you have to make. So I was always with you on the one in New York, the hush money trial. I don't think they should have brought that one. It was just always going to look like a sex case, and people were always just going to look at it that way. So anyway.
That case, the Attorney General's case in New York, frankly, should have never been brought. And if his name was not Donald Trump, and if he wasn't running for president, I'm the former AG in New York, I'm telling you that case would have never been brought. And that's what is offensive to people. And it should be, because if there's anything left, it's belief in the justice system.
Yeah, and they've blown apart belief in the justice system. It's also interesting, it's worth noting, he said it right there, he was the former Attorney General of New York before he was the governor of New York. This trial would not have been brought. Everyone now believes that the Biden Justice Department is going after Trump to make sure that he cannot be president or has to be in jail. We will literally find that out on July 11th. And again, so see, it's interesting, because on one hand, I want to give him credit. Okay, I'm a Democrat. I'm not a complete maniac, right? Like, I'm not an utter psychopath like AOC and Jamal Bowman. So there's some credit that you deserve. But on the other hand, it's like, dude, the country you want to live in, unless you guys start voting for the people who have the other letter next to their name, not the letter that you have next to your name or the people you're always voting for, you are going to continue to destroy this country. Stay right there, people, because the only one of its kind, this prescription Contagion Emergency Kit from the Wellness Company, provides you with a carefully selected assortment of effective medications for bird flu, COVID-19, and other respiratory illnesses. Ivermectin, HCQ, Z-Pak, Tamiflu, and budesonide, along with a nebulizer. So you can rest easy knowing that you have emergency meds on hand, along with a guidebook for safe use. Backed by research from experts like Dr. Peter McCullough, the Wellness Company's Contagion Emergency Kit is a must-have. Order today at twc.health/Rubin. Code Rubin saves you 15% at checkout with the Wellness Company.